They did actually take me and Alfie into the back of a van, and then they took us to a cell and kept me there for 19 hours. Shall we talk a little bit about the video that we did recently?
It
was I.
Yeah, it's always I, isn't it?
It always is with him. His
Yeah.
podcast all the time.
Yeah.
Never ours.
I got 100 Boris Johnsons. I threw a party with 100 Boris Johnsons outside Downing Street.
A political take on the current affairs.
So
Very good idea, very good video.
Thank you.
I think we need to speak about your little altercation with the police.
Oh, yeah.
We've covered a lot, but there was a couple of minutes at the end of the video there where Jack thought he was a bit hard.
I didn't think I was hard.
You do come across like you think you're hard.
We'd gone up to Trafalgar Square, and I'd sort of packed away my camera because I thought, okay, we're done with packing away. And someone came over to me and went, Robert, get the camera back out. Jack's getting arrested. I was like, oh. Okay, but I've taken the lens off. It'll take a few minutes. Yeah.
They did actually take me and Alfie into the back of a van, and then they took us to a cell and kept me there for 19 hours on a little blue mattress. And I just headbutted one of them, smashed the door down,
That was class.
and I was out.
You got out, yeah.
Did you just walk up behind him, or did you do stuff too?
I just stayed in there.
Alfie actually locked the door again and went, oh, wait.
Yeah, Alfie just found a policewoman, French kissed her, and she let him out. Lad.
It wasn't a police officer, it wasn't a female. Didn't French kiss me.
It was a police dog.
I went, see you later, motherfucker. just left. No.
So the police came up to you. You kind of knew the laws before you went in. You knew it wasn't a protest.
Kind
didn't
of.
you?
While they were walking up, in my head, I handed my jacket to Ali, my girlfriend was there, handed it, and I gave her a look like, this is it, babe. Going down.
That should be darling.
I walked over like, handcuffs on, see you in there.
That's when Alfie went to Jack quickly. Can you write I rather than we in the title? I am not a part of this.
They came with the blue lights on and
They're called a siren.
Yeah. But they came with them on. So we were just saying bye to all the extras that came and helped. And
A
we
lot of
have,
them wanted photos and stuff, didn't they? So it was mostly that.
yeah. So we're just taking like selfies, having a little laugh and joke with everyone.
Hold on. So how long were you at Downing Street?
Probably at Downing Street 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it took them, and then you're at Trafalgar Square when they.
Yeah, and we were there for another half an hour.
How did they take so long?
Because I think they were probably driving by and thought it was a demonstration at
That they didn't know.
Trafalgar Square that you can't have without.
She did ask us though. She said, "Were you the ones down at Downing Street?"
Yeah.
So she come over, and it was quite funny because she went. He went, "Hi, we need to speak to somebody that's involved in this." And I went, "Yep." And then he went, "Someone who's actually organised it." And I was trying to be cool, but straight away I just threw Alfie under the bus. Went, "Yeah, it's me and Alf. Yep." Yeah.
Oh, well, you say hello, Alf.
I'm meanwhile hiding, putting away my camera until you haven't seen.
We couldn't be more different in that clip because there's a point he goes, can I get your name and number? Jack goes, well, I don't have to give it to you. And you did that screenshot. I give Jack a look of like, what the fuck are you doing?
Jack sent me that and it cracked me up.
Yeah. You were so confident and I couldn't even speak. I kept looking at them. You know when you like walk past a teacher in the school corridor and you give them like that Vooge meme? I kept doing that to one of the police officers and he must be like, why do you keep smiling? I was like, please think I'm a nice guy.
The cute thing was, as soon as they come over, I was kind of thinking like, I know we haven't done anything wrong. I'm not going to be rude. But I was like, right, just stand your ground. So they come over and the first thing anyone said was Alfie just went, we made them all take lateral flows. Come on, mate.
You're being proper hard. Yeah. And we made them take lateral flows.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were all right. They just kept saying, you need to inform us if you have a protest. And I was like, it's not a protest. It's just a party. It's not a protest, just a party. And then just the golden line, really, it was an easy win, was just they're allowed parties that side. We're allowed parties this side. We were kind of hoping it'd go a bit further in terms of they said, like the police would say, well, we're going to have to look into this. And it was like, well, it's already in the past, so it's a retrospective crime. You're therefore not allowed.
You wanted to be able to say that to
we were saying beforehand, we're saying, like, if they come out, if you get told to be on something, then that's the best possible situation because then they are interfering in the party on this side.
Yeah.
So how much did you cut anything out of the final edit from that conversation?
Yeah, I used about 20 seconds for the video and it was about 3-minute 50 conversation. Yeah, so it was just them just trying to work out why we were doing it, to which obviously we weren't giving much back. We were just saying like, because they're allowed to, so are we, like that. And I think, I mean, this is based on nothing, but I think the police were kind of into it. Like, I can't speak for them, that's just my opinion, but I think they were kind of like being seen to look into it, but kind of like, we kind of fucking get what you're doing there.
Yeah.
That.
I think it was literally that it was. I think they thought it was a protest. They didn't know what it was, and just
It
got
was
involved.
literally
Yeah.
a party.
Yeah, and when we said to them, Alf said about the lateral flows, I said, look, we're not drinking in the street, it's all alcohol free. I think they knew that we were not
properly
intending to
planned.
break the law either. And then they kept asking us if we were doing any more. And they were like, have you got any more of these planned? And I was like, no, this is it. And she was like, we would really just like you to disperse now. I think she alluded to, she had a lady with her, didn't she? Who the police lady pointed to this other lady who had like this lanyard on. And she said she knows more about the regulations than we do in terms of this woman, I think, is like a COVID person.
Yeah,
So
she
said,
knew all the protest laws as well, didn't she?
right. So
Yeah.
the police might know the law, but she might know the ever-changing COVID regulations and stuff like that. That woman was she found it quite funny, didn't she? Because
Yeah.
I said to her, I went, I don't think there's any restrictions in having it's unlimited amount of people
We're
can meet up. Yeah.
outside, yeah.
And she was like, no, yeah, you're fine. She went, are you going to be doing it anymore? I was like, no, we're now going to leave and go our separate ways. She was kind of smiling. She
Yeah.
kind of knew. I think everyone was kind of together in that moment in terms of even the police and even that woman that's like, well, none of us are really taking the piss. None of us are doing anything too offensive.
Yeah.
We're,
Well, I mean, they literally couldn't do anything because then that would have seemed massively hypocritical because our party was
You would have proven your point.
100 feet away from where their party was. So, yeah,
yeah.
couldn't do
I think
anything.
there's two main points from the police conversation that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
First one is she ends it with, is this going to get posted anywhere? When there's 5 fucking cameras looking at everything. They're just not filming it for your archives, are you? And you
Yeah.
just go, might do.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you posting it anyway?
I might be, yeah. I might be,
Great
yeah.
ending.
Yeah, it's a very good ending to the whole video. But my favourite part is probably where they ask you for your details.
Oh, yeah, I'm like a petulant little child.
This is where Mr. Ardnut Jack McBean came in for a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
And you refused to. So have they been able to contact you since?
Yeah, I gave him my details.
Oh, off camera.
Yeah.
No, on camera, I cut it out.
I don't have to, do I? But I will.
I really get a kick out of watching these TikToks where like people know the law seemingly better than the police. So it'll be like some police officer in America who's obviously just being a bit of a cunt to a black
I love
guy who's
watching
doing
them.
nothing wrong, and the black guy just knows the law so
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And then like that was kind of my moment to stand up for the law and go, no, I don't need to do this. But I just completely bottled it because he was polite and I weren't rude to him, but he went, can I have your details, please? I went, this is my moment. This is my moment. You've rehearsed this. Do it. I went, I don't think I need to give you them, do I? And then he went, and I cut this bit out as well, but he went, no, you don't. And then I went, but I happily will, but I don't have to give
Yeah,
you
you're like,
them.
Never said you did. Just asked. Yeah.
And then I went, it's Jack Dean, and then started saying,
Yeah.
Have they contacted you since?
no. But even if
Yeah.
I didn't give them my details, it was like they can easily find
could
us
just find-
online.
yeah.
But I would take being buried over being burned. What about you, lads? How would you die?
I think through this podcast at this rate, but